Hey everyone, and welcome back to yet another episode of Q&A with Mama's Uncut, where we answer your anonymous questions about parenting, motherhood, and relationships. Again, we got Lisa and Mindy. You guys ready to give some advice?
As always.
All right, let's get to it. I've been married for 10 years, and I'm currently having an affair with my husband. The love has completely gone out the window, and we are practicing with each other for the kids. The guy I'm seeing is my friend's husband. We are madly in love, and he won't leave his wife and 3 children either. But we are scared we will lose our children in the process. Please help. What do we do?
Okay. I suppose I have to go first on this one, since I have her exact predicament. I think it really all depends on whether the other side knows. And it is incredibly tricky to be sleeping with your friend's husband. Yeah. I mean, that's
an understatement.
That's a pretty much that's a no-fly zone.
Yeah.
And you know, reality is in divorces today, unless somebody's doing something to harm the children, getting 50-50 is more than likely going to be the outcome. And so I don't think they necessarily need to worry about that, but there's so many other family dynamics that are going to blow up in her face in a fairly short period of time because of this. That's like a mess. And, you know, does she even want to leave her kids? So in my situation, we both saw other people. It was known and agreed to. And we definitely were doing it for the kids. But no one really wanted to leave the kids or the house. We just became very good friends, and and the kids even knew, like, it was above board. The whole enchilada was above board, and everybody knew. And but that doesn't sound like this operating environment, and it sounds like it's going to be a big problem when it comes out. And so my advice would be, you know, either be with this guy or end it, because it needs to be that binary in their situation. Keeping it going when it's on the DL is going to be a mess. And just so we're clear, both marriages are going to blow up regardless as soon as it gets out.
Yeah,
like they're done. So you may as well just end it.
Yeah. So I mean, I have a realist view and a realist take on something that was said in this snippet. We're both head over heels in love.
Yeah.
You're liking the excitement of something outside of what you're used to. Let's be real here, okay? And there's something to be said about the fact that he doesn't want to leave his spouse.
Yep.
You don't know what's going on in their marriage. They could just be having a rough time. He could be just, you know, a cheating type. You just don't know. And losing kids, yeah, I don't think that's necessarily a fear, but there is going to be big consequences for actions that this person's already taken. There's no way to avoid that at this point. It's either going to come out, or it's and as a secret and explode, which I think is more painful. And what I would recommend is that she talks to her husband about it. And if she doesn't love her husband, I don't think necessarily doing it for the kids is the right way to go. I don't know if you think that's true. I don't know, Lisa, if you had an opinion on that one way or the other, but I feel like if you're not committed to your relationship, you can still raise your children successfully together.
No, so we definitely do that. I think our journey was an odd and different one in that
everyone's is unique. Yeah,
we were both okay with it.
Yeah, but that's not the case here. Like, this is definitely under a secret, a secret thing, which the secret is what causes the pain, right? If they were open and they decided on parameters of their relationship, that's a totally different story than secretly meeting up with a friend's husband and nobody knows outside of the relationship. So I would recommend, in order to spare relationships from the most pain, that she talks to her husband about it.
But it's also, I mean, she needs to play the long game here, right?
Yeah.
We're married no matter what.
Yes. Yeah.
And you know, the guy she's cheating with, that is likely as well. And her friendship with her friend is now toast.
Yep. That's already all done. Yeah.
That's all done.
Yep.
And so now what she's got to start thinking about is, all right, what's my co-parenting relationship going to be? Right? Is it going to be hateful and acrimonious? Because that's not good for the kids. And I'm doing things and I'm taking actions in a clandestine manner that contribute to that acrimony. And, you know, while and I did a lot of things wrong, the thing that we did right was, once it came out, every single thing was above board the entire time. And that has allowed us to co-parent well, to be friends. You know, everyone kind of gets along, and that's a good thing. And the kids recognize that relationships come in a variety of different forms. They don't always have to be traditional. So, you know, I think, yeah, she's headed for a real bad blow up where she's the bad guy.
Yeah.
And the kids are going to, depending on how old the kids are going to be mad at her.
Yeah. I mean, but depending on how she approaches the situation, if she goes to him and is very honest and very just not saying it, explaining things in a not hurtful way, I think it would go a little bit better. Like you said, long term. I think that's great.
Yeah. I don't really have any advice. Only this is the reason why I have trust issues.
Oh goodness.
Yeah. You can't even trust your friends now. Like this whole situation is just wild to me.
My trust issues go back decades, so we're good.
Yeah, this is why I'll be alone forever. Okay. Alrighty. All right, guys, don't forget to send in your anonymous questions. Thanks.